So the topic for today is going to be kind of a deep one. I'm going to be talking about mental health. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is one, because in the last couple weeks of doing some work with myself, it's become blatantly obvious that I need to get this off of me. And for me, the best way to do this is to talk about it publicly. And by virtue of doing that, I hope that this message reaches someone who perhaps is in the exact same shoes as I am or something similar, and it just makes you aware that you're not alone. You are not alone in this. There are others that struggle with the same thing. And I will start this by saying I am not an expert in this field. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a psychologist. I've been to plenty of them. And when their work wasn't enough for me and I had to go deeper beyond that, that's where my journey of self-discovery happened, is when medicine, antidepressants, I've been on them since 1997. I'm not on them currently and haven't been on them for maybe 8 to 10 years now. I don't even know how long, but it's because I went on this journey on my own to get off of this. And this is why I want to say that, like, I am not a doctor, so please don't come back at me and say, like, I shouldn't be diagnosing. I'm telling you about my journey. I'm not telling you about your journey or anybody else's journey. I'm telling you what I'm going through. And if you recognize these patterns or symptoms in your own life, understand you're not alone. I am here if you need help. I can also guide you to people who can help you further than me. But I truly believe that we can help ourselves and we can heal our own bodies. And that's what this is about. And that's why I so badly work with other women and have that deep drive passion inside myself to work with these people, because I know what it feels like. And honestly, that is what triggered this video. Is I was working with a client who said, why do you work with people who are depressed and have such low feelings and low self-esteem, and don't even want to get out of bed when your life is not like that and you haven't been through this and you don't know what we go through? And that's what triggered it for me, because it made me realize that I have done such a good job at wearing my mask that people don't even think I've been there. And that's why I need to make it blatantly clear that I have been there. I struggle with this almost daily. But I want to take you on a deeper level and walk you through the steps that it happens for me. And then I'm going to reveal something kind of crazy at the end of this video, because I need to. So for me, basically, how this cycle happens. Now, understand this cycle came about a long time ago, and I was able to overcome it. And then I had back surgery, and this was my second back surgery that I had last year around this time. And then I fell into this stagnation, slump, depression, lack of motivation. All of this came back to me with a vengeance. Probably because I got cocky and thought I was fine and I didn't need to work on this anymore because I figured it out. And I didn't want to do the work that was required because I didn't really go deep enough before. And that's why I'm taking that deeper journey now. That's why I'm revisiting this, because I'm not over it. I haven't overcome it, but I thought I did. For like almost 15 years, I thought I overcame this. Everything was great, but it really wasn't. So here's the pattern that it follows for me that I start to recognize. And in this pattern, I want to let you know that these things happen, and then I get back into my workouts and then I feel okay again. But then something happens and I stop working out, and that's when the cycle starts all over again. So here it goes for me. Basically, my cycle starts with I stop working out. And even if I don't stop working out, I get very inconsistent with my workouts. And when I get inconsistent with my workouts, then I tell myself, oh, well, I didn't do anything, so I'm not really dirty, so I don't need to take a shower. I didn't do anything. And then from that, it starts to snowball, because the next day I don't do anything, so then I don't take a shower, and then it keeps progressing. But where it gets bad is when I don't wash my hair, because washing my hair every day. I have naturally curly hair. It's kind of a crazy mess, but it's very drying to wash my hair every day or even every other day. So I tend to usually do it every 2 days, sometimes every 3 days. That's the typical pattern that I follow for my hair. But when I start to fall into this depression, this is how it goes. So I don't wash my hair because I didn't need to take a shower because I didn't do anything, so I didn't get sweaty, and it snowballs from that. And I know that might seem silly when I'm about to say that then after this happens for probably about a week or two, and yes, I said 2 weeks, I don't wash my hair for like 2 weeks, and then this pattern starts to trigger in my head, is that I realize how knotty my hair is and how hard it's going to be to brush it out. So then I just tell myself, well, I don't have time to do this right now. And then it gets worse. The knots get worse. The smell gets worse. The inner feelings start to get worse. And that's where I want to take you on, is this goes way beyond the surface level of me not washing my hair. What happens is, with this invisible disease of mental illness, you start to build up stress in your body that you don't realize, and that stress builds up cortisol in your body. Oh my gosh, here come the tears. So with that stress that you build up, oh my gosh, with that stress that you build up, then it starts to accumulate body fat, usually in the midsection. And then for me, when I look at that, I don't like the way that that looks. I don't like the way that it makes me feel. I don't like it when people touch it. So then I stop eating, or I don't eat that much. And when I say I stop eating or don't eat that much, I mean like I eat, but I don't eat the food that I need to. I don't get the nutrients that I need to. I just kind of half-ass eat. Or I just emotionally eat. And then when I do that, it gets worse, because the food that you eat affects your brain and it affects your mood. And I just made a post about that today, about how food is medicine. And this is so true. And I think that's what really prompted this video to be made right now, is because when writing those words, I knew how true that statement was. And what I didn't want to talk about was me. So then, taking it a step further, when I start to get like this, and I start to compare myself in my head to that lean Susie that used to be in fitness competitions, that was, 12% body fat, and I look in the mirror and I don't see that girl anymore, then I start the negative self-talk, and I start to beat myself up about why I'm not that girl anymore and what's wrong with me. And then it goes even worse than that, because then I start to push my husband away because I don't want him to see me like this. And that's where the not washing my hair and poor hygiene comes in, because deep down I think, well, if I'm dirty, then he won't want to be around me, and then I don't have to tell him no. He'll just not want to come near me, because I don't want to be intimate with him when I'm dirty. So then it goes that deep. Like, I start to push people away, and my defense mechanism is my dirty hair that is so stinky. But that's how it starts for me. So if it all starts with my workouts, honestly, like, you guys, that's why I try to tell you, and I say this all the time, about how important workouts really are, because they affect you on a neurological level. Like, they really do impact your brain, and so does the food that you eat. So if I don't pay attention to these signs that my body is saying, like, just go work out. If I don't do that, then this is the cycle that happens. And I hadn't had to deal with this cycle for 15 years, I had it to where like fitness was just a thing for me. Like I didn't have to worry about food and I didn't have to worry about my nutrition because they were both spot on. They both were clockwork. They both happened. I didn't have to put thought into anything. And then when I had my back surgery and I couldn't work out for 6 weeks, oh gosh, did it all come back. It all came back, and it came back really, 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 really hard. And it's been, like I said, almost a year, and I'm still struggling with this. So, and the part that I'm trying to avoid that I'm now going to have to show you is how bad it actually gets. So this might not seem like a big deal to you. You might just be watching this video and be like, girl, just go wash your hair. And it's not that easy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is it goes so much deeper than that. But this is how bad it gets for me. And when it gets this bad, then I'm like, I don't even want to brush my hair because I know how long it's going to take. So here it is. Here's me. It doesn't even move. That's how long it's been here. Like, I don't know if you can see all this. I hope you can. It's so matted and so gross. I'm shaking right now talking about this. But I want to let you know that when you do that inner work, it's dirty, it's messy, it hurts, it sucks. But I had a taste of it before. For like 15 years, I did the work. And I felt so good. But then I got cocky. And my ego took over. And I thought I was done doing the work. And that's why it came back. And this is a cycle that I deal with all the time now. Is I'll work out. I mean, look at it. It stands up on its own. It's so... Oh. But do you know it feels like 50 pounds have just been lifted off my shoulder by making this video? So, I'm encouraging you, even if you don't do it through me, do the work inside. And know that it's going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly journey. But I know what it tasted like to be free of this. And it felt amazing. And that's what I want to get back to. And that's what I'm working to get back to. We are all a work in progress. Every single person. There is nobody on this planet that is perfect. And don't let them make you think that they are or that their life is. We all have struggles. Some of it just hide it better. I hid it clearly for so long, even from my own self. But I'm here to do the work. And if you want to go on this journey with me, you are welcome to come. Thank you so much for watching. And I really hope this video helped you realize that you're not alone.